A church in the village of Obo in the Central African Republic. Not so long ago, this village was under full control of the Lord's Resistance Army, and Joseph Kony was the lead preacher in this church. But now he's on the run thanks to the Ugandan and regional forces.
We have been able to reduce the LRA from where they were enjoying freedom. Now their capacity to operate has been reduced to 90%. They are in a surviving mode, they are hiding, and we are seeing a lot of defections. Until when we catch up with Joseph Kony, that's when we shall declare mission accomplished.
Meet Mo, a 16-year-old resident of Obo village. His father was killed by the Lord's Resistance Army 5 years ago. He says he wants to be a musician and tell stories of hope.
My father was killed by the LRA and my mom died at a very young age. So I started playing songs to God to ensure that He gives me light and I succeed in this world. I have made this guitar myself with nobody's help. I also make a living out of playing it.
It took a 2.5 hours helicopter flight through the notorious jungles of the Central African Republic to the town of Nzako. Here we find the heavy presence of the Ugandan army. The Lord's Resistance Army affected people in this town as well, but now that has changed due to the military presence.
The threat of Joseph Kony and his militia can only be countered by a military option. So far we've tried to negotiate, but it hasn't worked.
The Ugandan army has offered the much-needed reprieve to the residents of the Central African Republic, a boost for freedom. There was a high presence of the Lord's Resistance Army in these forests of Nzako in the Central African Republic. They used to kill, rape, or abduct children from this particular area. Thanks to the works of the Ugandan army and the regional task force, that threat has been slashed. The Ugandan army says if a support can come from troop-contributing countries or the African Union, that job can be done in a much better way. Girum, Chala, CCTV, Nzako, in the Central African Republic.